Hi, my name is Tushy. Thank you for joining me on my journey of self-discovery. Today, we're going to be talking about maintaining imperfect consistency. Okay, so I'm cooking dinner at the moment. It is Wednesday. Usually by Wednesday, I have my video for the week already recorded and, editing it. But it's Wednesday and I don't have a video, and I've been freaking out a bit because I've been able to consistently put out a video every Sunday since the beginning of the year. That was my goal, to put up a video every Sunday in 2021. And I know that is something that I may not necessarily achieve, but I want to do everything in my power to make sure I'm doing my best in accomplishing that goal. And so this week, I haven't recorded a video for a number of reasons. I wasn't feeling too well on the weekend, so I didn't record one then. And then I just, I get camera shy. Even though I'm recording by myself, sometimes if I know that other people can hear me recording, I get a bit camera shy, so then I don't record, or I don't give my full personality, or I overthink things and I get a bit anxious. So I've been pushing it, and now it's Wednesday and I'm like, Tochi, you need to get this done, because you know that you want to achieve this goal and you don't want something as, I don't want to say trivial, but you don't want, your own fears and your own insecurities to be a block to you achieving the goal that you set for yourself.
Ask for 50, they're going to say hell no because you don't have any proof.
So I just got off the phone with Jay and I was telling Jay oh my gosh, I don't have a video for this Sunday and I want to be graceful with myself, and be compassionate with myself, but also be disciplined. I said I was going to do this thing, so let me do this thing. And Jay was like, you can just make a video about that, about imperfect consistency, something like that. She definitely worded it better, but something like that. And it got me thinking about a number of things, and I'm going to share those things with you now. So one of the things that got me thinking about was our need in today's day and age to put out things perfectly, or to have things be perfect, or for us to consider things perfect before we put them out. And the thing is, when it came to this YouTube channel, I don't like this angle, hold on. I've been trying to be consistent with this YouTube channel for years, and I just haven't been able to successfully do that because I've been so hard on myself and making sure that everything's perfect when I put it out. And so for 2021, I was like, you know what, Jochi, we're going to focus on consistency, and the more consistent you are, the more you will understand what your version of perfect looks like for this space. And so this week, it's I almost forgot about that, and I was reverting back to this need for things to be perfect. And the conversation I had with Jay just reminded me that this isn't about perfection. This channel in of itself is about my journey, and that journey isn't always going to look perfect. And so on the weeks where I may not be in a position where I feel like I can produce the kind of content that I have in mind, I can still create content around that process of not feeling like I can create content, which is what I'm doing right now. And at the foundation of it, I really enjoy creating. It doesn't matter whether it's going on YouTube or it's going on Instagram, or if it's just for myself or if it's for someone else. I really like creating content. And so YouTube is almost like a project for me, an ongoing forever or until whenever project. And so the only rule I have for myself is to stay consistent. And the fact that I was allowing my perfection to come in between that was a reminder for me that there are so many other areas in our lives that we try to make sure we have everything together 100%. And this is supposed to be the space for me where I just explore and I wonder and I enjoy. And so I just I guess today's video, even though it doesn't necessarily have as much of a direction, I guess, as my videos may have usually, it does have a direction, It does. And honestly, I had so many ideas for this week. I don't know when they're gonna come, but these are the topics that I have coming up. I want to talk about the difference between being bisexual and pansexual, how I knew I was queer. Wow, I had so many other ideas in my head, and those are the only two that are coming to mind right now, but I have a list of things I want to talk about. For some reason, even with that full list, I wasn't able to bring myself to talk about any of them because I didn't feel prepared enough.
She a real bad bitch, got her own money.
Something I'm realizing whilst I'm creating these YouTube videos is that I really enjoy just talking like to the camera, but I also think that having some kind of structure is good for the videos. And I'm trying to find a balance between just organically talking and also having a structure, especially because I can veer off topic very easily.
That's my best friend. She a real fat.
When I think of YouTubers, I really like Kelly Stamps. I don't know if you guys have watched any of her videos, but she is incredible. I love her. I also like Mia Marion. I also like Arrows on Instagram. What I'm realizing, at least with those three people I mentioned, is their content is almost like curated around their journey of life. And I appreciate that a lot, because if there is anything that I enjoy trying to figure out or just being a part of, is this journey called life. In realizing that no one has it figured out, it's become like a fun thing for me to not only watch other people try and figure it out for themselves, but also for me to figure out for myself and through other people. It's so much fun, which is also another reason why I created this channel, right? Like, YouTube is a great archiving system. Like, it's a great way for me to have a visual diary, so I can see where I've been, where I am, and where I possibly could be going. It's so much fun, and that's what I use my Instagram for now too. Like, I try to use Instagram as like a diary. I used to interact with social media very differently, and now I'm in a place where I don't feel like I need to create perfect content, not only on YouTube but even like on Instagram. Like, the way I used to try and curate my Instagram perfectly so things just like aligned in certain ways, it was putting a pressure on me that I didn't even realize I was putting on myself. And in 2020 I got to a really low point and I was off social media for a while, and while I was off I realized like a lot of the reasons why I hit low points is because of external pressures, and one of those external pressures was social media. And so I realized like I was putting that pressure on myself, so I took it away, and now I just like interact with Instagram in a way that feels right to me. And that made me realize I was posting for other people, like I was doing things for other people. I've stopped that. Like, now I do things for me. I post for me, and you just happen to be able to see it. And that is a beautiful thing. I love being able to share experiences with people like that. But I make sure that the reason why I'm putting things out is for me, so that regardless of how anyone responds, I feel good about it because I did it for me. That's what's the most important thing, you know what I mean? Hi. I'm a big boy. I think it's really important for us to allow ourselves to enjoy the process of things. I think, you know, the destination and the goal, they are important, but the journey there is equally as important. And sometimes I'm so focused on the end goal that I forget to enjoy the journey. And I want to consistently remind myself to do that. Make sure that I'm enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, enjoying the route, enjoying the points between A and B. I used to feel like in order to make YouTube videos, you had to have like, you know, the expensive camera and the expensive ring light and the really good lens and the microphone. I used to think you needed all those things, but the truth is that you don't. I took out all the pressure of what I thought you needed to create a good video, and I just allowed myself to create videos. If you want to accomplish something, you probably don't need all of the excessive things that you think you need. You just need yourself, consistency, and determination.
I'm a freak of me, but I can't let a broke nigga beat. No, we for the street.
It's teaching me a lot about how to value certain things, not just when it comes to creating YouTube videos or other different types of content, but just in life in general, which, you know, even though this video like isn't what I intended for it to be, like I wanted to talk about, you know, I have a list of things. I wanted to talk about something on that list, and even though this video isn't one of the elements on that list, I still feel like the message is important, which I'm grateful for. I really hope Riot's not being too loud. He's a snotty dog. Show them yourself. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't like saying like, share, subscribe, because I feel like that's telling you what to do. Because at the end of the day, I want you to do what organically feels right to you. So I'm not telling you to do that. But if your heart feels pulled to, feel free to. I post videos every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and I will see you next week. Bye for now. Talking about today, Alexis. First of all, well, I am here to tell you. Today we're going to be talking about maintaining. Today we're talking about the power of consistency. Do you not feel like you're a consistent person? I feel like I had a really good point to make and I can't remember what it was. Also, thank you, Egypt, for sending me your photo.
I'm a motherfucking
Okay. Today we're gonna be talking about I remember where I left off. We're talking about imperfect consistency.